Hi everyone, this is Metro Edition. I'm Matt Schuster. Mayor Jerry Abramson presented his final budget address to the Louisville Metro Council at their first meeting in May. In his very first budget address to the Metro Council, he laid a foundation for the future, and this final budget address brought things full circle, highlighting successes and laying out a vision for the future.
7 years ago, when I presented my first budget, I talked a lot about our new city of Louisville and how really to do it right, we were going to have to create unity in terms of the suburbs and the urban areas of our community so that we all would work together and get along together, and ultimately build a foundation that we could be proud of for the future of our kids and our grandkids. The cornerstone of that foundation was to establish a major new communication system that we all, as you know, have called MetroSafe.
Since merger, 4 agency call centers have been combined into one. The number of communication towers has been doubled, and around 4,700 state-of-the-art radios are in the hands of the city's first responders, linking all emergency communications together with the completion of MetroSafe.
In fact, you know, lots of folks have really been talking about the evolution of this MetroSafe for an awful long time. But I want to take a moment and quote the chief of the Okolona Fire Department, Rich, and I hope it's okay if I do that. I got an email the other day from Rich Carlson, who's been an active firefighter in this community for over 3 decades. And he said, and I quote, "I'm pretty much like a kid on December 24th. This is by far the largest progressive leap in public safety that I have seen in my 36 years. Thank you, Rich, and thank you to all of you all for working together to make
MetroSafe brings together public safety agencies to help keep you safe. The proposed budget provides funding of $17.4 million to fully operate MetroSafe emergency communications for the first year. The police department works with you as partners in preventing and solving crimes. Violent crime was down 13% last year, and there are now almost 800 Block Watch programs throughout our community. 2 police recruit classes are funded to maintain the current strength of the police force in the department's $152.7 million budget, which is about 30% of the general fund. The 150-year-old Louisville Division of Fire is preparing for 21st century challenges. The fire modernization plan is underway with the opening of 2 new firehouses and a 3rd on the way. Mayor Abramson has proposed adding a dive rescue vehicle to the operation in his proposed budget. EMS continues to evolve from a paper-based operation to a professional, medically driven national model. The proposed budget begins the process of replacing aging heart monitors. In addition to these investments in safety and crime-fighting equipment, the proposed budget's $7 million allocation for safety equipment and crime-fighting tools also includes body armor, in-car computers, tasers for police, surveillance cameras for corrections, emergency generators for police and fire stations, and emergency sirens for MetroSafe. With an optimistic yet conservative financial outlook, tax revenues are forecast to rise slightly at less than 1%.
So the fact that we see less than 1% growth is very, very positive. Now, it doesn't get us out of the woods, we're certainly not going on easy street, but it does say that the economists and the financial folks around this community are saying that there is light at the end of the tunnel. We're beginning to see a flicker. A little bit of luck, we'll be able to ultimately be in a situation where in the next years to come, additional funds will be available to spend on so many of the projects that we all want to see in our hometown.
Over the past 2 years, Louisville has received more than $480 million in federal economic stimulus funds, helping city government, schools, other agencies, and individuals with programs ranging from college financial aid to small business loans.
The stimulus spending is putting people back to work, focusing on staffing health clinics, paving roads, repairing sidewalks, weatherizing homes, keeping teachers in the classrooms.
The 2010-2011 proposed budget continues to maintain the city's core services to residents without raising taxes.
Now, we continue to streamline our operations. Our managers have managed with less money and tried to continue the services and done a pretty darn good job in terms of the level of services. We continue to sell surplus property where we can. We continue to invest in initiatives that will pay off down the road.
Mayor Abramson's proposed budget creates new and improved library branches in Fairdale and West Louisville, with $1.8 million to expand and renovate the historic Shawnee branch, and $2 million to construct a new technology-driven branch in Fairdale. The proposed budget consolidates fleet operations with a $2.5 million investment in creating a central location to speed repairs, and at the same time partnering with MSD for a land swap to improve drainage in neighborhoods. By working with the state, the new KFC Yum Center is set to open in downtown, spurring investment in nearby properties and serving as an economic and entertainment magnet for the region. The mayor's proposed budget gets downtown ready for the arena opening by creating a waterfront walk from the arena to the Ali Center, with the construction of a pedestrian bridge across 6th Street. Funding is also provided for a replacement elevator for the Belvedere and streetscape improvements near the arena. Regional educational institutions are collaborating with the clear goal of increasing the number of college graduates by 2020. A public and private sector partnership has created almost 4,000 acres of new parkland along Floyd's Fork. The city's park system is set to improve with $2.4 million in infrastructure improvements. Managers of hundreds of local buildings have come together to help reduce energy use, leading to Louisville's recognition as EPA Energy Star Partner of the Year. The proposed budget fuels the city's Go Green efforts with $9.3 million in energy-saving projects, including lighting, HVAC, and other improvements in 24 city buildings. $11.4 million is invested in streets, sidewalks, bikeways, and other local transportation needs. $17.1 million is allocated for housing and neighborhood projects. Nonprofit agencies helping people in our community are proposed to receive $5 million to support their efforts.
The intangible things of what we did, taking this community, this new government, from infancy to childhood to adolescence, I think is something that will go down in history in terms of your all's leadership and commitment to see through the difficult times. You know, we can be proud that we have a strong, we have a stable, we have a sound government, a government that plays well with others, whether it's suburban communities or whether it's the state or the federal government. We're confident in who we are. We now have a base, a foundation, which is what I said 8 years ago. I wanted to build a foundation for the next group to lead. We have the momentum, we have the community leadership in Louisville today to make the most of these opportunities and to tackle some of the difficulties. We need to be committed to bold thinking. We need to focus on what pulls us together, not what separates us. I want to say that one more time. We need to focus on the issues that we have in common that pull us together, the strengths that we feel and understand in our hometown, not the weaknesses. The weaknesses we need to go after aggressively to shore them up. But we need to play to our strengths to ensure that ultimately we bring about the kind of community that we all want for ourselves, for our kids, and for these young gentlemen here in the front row.
To view the mayor's proposed executive budget and related documents, go to Your Tax Dollars at Work at louisvilleky.gov. Exclusive coverage of the Metro Council budget hearings will be on Metro TV in the month of June, and the Council plans to approve a budget for Metro government at their June 24th meeting. Visit louisvilleky.gov to find out how to contact your council member and share your thoughts on Metro government's spending priorities for the next year.